Hey Latchkey Kids and Drive-In Mutants, I'm Lady Shasha, Mistress of the Snark. Today we'll be hanging out in a van, eating enchiladas, and experiencing Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning. Before we get started, I'm just going to let you know that you're going to be hearing this jacket because it is loud. This starts off with little Corey Feldman playing Tommy Jarvis, standing in the rain, watching two people tamper with Jason's grave. It was a nice touch to add the earthworms. He's in the shallowest of graves, and when I first saw this scene, I thought, well, they don't really explain how or why he came back to life. But then it's explained as this turns out to be a dream sequence. Cut to 27-year-old teenage Tommy, who looks nothing like little Tommy, save for the same glasses maybe. He's just now been released from a mental institution and now is going into a transitional home. Then we meet the other kids in the home. But just as they're introduced, a super dirty Karen pulls up on a motorcycle. And of course she's complaining about some of the kids being on her property and how she's basically threatening to kill them if she catches them on her property. Back to the kids. This nuisance with the candy bar irritated my soul. When he touched the laundry with his dirty hands, I swear I could have kicked him in the balls. I mean, I probably wouldn't have, but I definitely would have cursed him out. Anyway, he is about as annoying, if not more annoying. No, he's more annoying than Shelly, I think. But no worries, he's not around for long. Did anyone notice that that Mad Axe guy was the same actor who played, I can't remember the character's name in Return of the Living Dead. This continues to add characters to increase the body count, which you know already if you watched the last review, I enjoy immensely. So in this, they introduced these two random 1950s greaser style guys whose car breaks down in the forest, and of course they get dealt with. Adorable little Reggie is the youngest kid there, but he's actually not one of the regular residents. He's visiting his grandfather, who is a sweet older man that works as a cook in the kitchen. And we get two more characters added. It's a guy in a muscle car and a waitress. One of the more fun kills in this movie is the axe to the head kill. Actually, I would venture to say this probably has some of the best kills, although a lot of them were pretty bloodless. I always enjoy the installments that have more gore and less cutaways. Reggie's brother Demon shows up with his girlfriend and gives me one of my favorite moments of the entire series.
Ooh, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, baby.
Demon was played by Miguel A. Nunez, who also played Spider in Return of the Living Dead. And speaking of great moments, there are a few that reminded me of a few other movies. There's a now you see him, now you don't Halloween moment, and there is a really cool The Burning moment with a hedge clipper kill. One thing that I noticed immediately is that Jason's mask is different. In this, his mask has the blue decals on it rather than red. Another great and random moment, and I challenge anyone to disagree with this, is Pop Locking Girl. I liked her, and her hair was really cool too. I really like how this sequel sets up the red herring. I won't spoil it for the uninitiated. If you're a fan of slasher movies, I don't know why you haven't seen this series yet anyways, but like, go watch it. At this point, as I'm re-reviewing these, I'm thinking 3 and 4 are probably my favorite of the entire series, but we'll see if my opinion changes as I re-watch these movies. And with that, I'll be back in a moment to talk to you about Part 6. Welcome back. I'm still in the same fit because I've already put all this gel in my hair and it's not dried. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And finally there's a reason for my hair looking like a natural Jerry curl, so there's that. So let's talk about Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives. This opens with the third actor to play Tommy Jarvis in the series. He shows up again to the cemetery with Horshack and they open Jason's grave. His whole idea is that he wants to make sure that Jason is dead. So they dig him up, open the coffin, and then Tommy impales Jason with a rod from the fence, and it gets struck by lightning, and then Jason is Frankenstein back to life. His zombie makeup looks great. I really enjoyed that. And of course, he puts his mask back on, and you know when that happens, it's slashing time. Now, one thing I noticed this rewatching is that in the last movie, Tommy Jarvis went from barely uttering a word to this time he can't shut up. Also, new Tommy is played by another actor that was in Return of the Living Dead. So that makes 3 actors in this series that have done both Friday the 13th movies and appeared in Return of the Living Dead. Going into this rewatch, I really couldn't remember whether I liked this one or not. It's probably my least rewatched Friday the 13th movie of the series. It does continue the trend of introducing new characters solely for the purpose of killing them off, which I enjoy in Friday the 13th movies. I don't enjoy that in X-Men movies, but I enjoy it in Friday the 13th movies. Some of the side characters were actually pretty fun, like the paintballing weekend warrior, corporate dudes and lady. They were kind of fun. But a standout to me is the drunk cemetery groundskeeper. I don't know, his character is just, I like it. One thing that sets this apart from Part 4 and Part 5 that did not take place at a camp is that this returns to the camp, and for the first time ever, the campers actually arrive. It's not just the counselors there. Speaking of counselors, one of my favorite scenes is the RV scene. It's funny how they were saying how cold it was, and I always picture these to be at summer camp. Then I remembered that back in Connecticut we did have winter camps, and one of the most popular ones was called Nature's Classroom. I only attended the day camp, and we ran around in the snow, and they taught us how to track animals by using these little spray bottles that they put food colored water in it. Like, they use food coloring to color the water to make the tracks and teach us how to track animals. Like, that's something that we wanted to learn how to do. But anyways, my sister ended up going to the sleepaway Nature's Classroom up in Massachusetts, and I guess someone in her cabin played Bloody Mary and came out of the bathroom with scratches all over her face crying. So that happened. My point is that winter camp exists. Back to the RV scene. Jason smashes this girl's face through the side of the camper, and it's so unrealistic that I love it. That said, I don't really care for the actor that played Jason in this installment. I don't like the way he moves. I don't like the way he walks. Kind of reminds me of Maniac Cop. I also don't like that like 90% of the kills were machete, and that got boring real fast. I kept myself entertained by watching the continuity errors. Like when the sheriff's daughter, Megan, was trying to outrun the police, it was nighttime, then it was daytime, then it was nighttime again during the course of the car chase scene. Anyways, this one was a little bit tedious, and the gore was lackluster in my opinion. Except for 2 things: Sissy's decapitated head, and when the sheriff got folded up by Jason. Those were the 2 things I think I really liked in this one. I'm sure there's some fans of Part 6. If that's you, tell me why you like this one the best out of the series. And let me know what it is that you really like about it in the comment section. Because for me, it was just okay. I would say it's slightly above mediocre. But, like I always say, don't take my word for it. Watch it for yourself. Just because I love something doesn't mean you won't hate it. And just because I hate something doesn't mean you won't love it. How do you feel about Friday the 13th Part 5 and Part 6? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you later. Bye.
Wanna hit this? What's wrong?
Oh,
Hey, you okay?
oh, some damn enchiladas. Oh.
You gonna be alright?
Hey, did you know that I work for tips now? You can hit me up on Venmo or Cash App. While I'm happy to receive the type of coin that jingles, I love to receive the type that folds. Somebody show these people where the subscribe button is. They don't know what they're doing.